Hey, everybody. I'm so aggravated with this Wi Fi in here. I did not want to go live on my phone, but I did not want to keep sitting here playing, trying to catch a signal, moving around the room, blah, blah, blah. How's everybody doing? Hey, Susan. Hey, Emma. Hey, Marianne. Oh, my voice is a little hoarse. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. Today is Abba Jamma Jimmy Jam. Today is I'm about to use things to hold my phone up. I'm not holding it. Not doing it. So I'm gonna get creative with what's around me. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend been going? Now you know if my thing pauses, it means my phone rang. I didn't cut it off because I literally was like, you know what? It's taking too long to come into the Wi-Fi on the on their Wi-Fi, so I just came with my phone. But how's your weekend going? How is everybody doing? Oh my God, guys. Yeah, last week, I'm so glad we're at the end of it because that means I made it through. No matter what it was, good, bad, and different, I made it through. So I'm at the end of the week. But this weekend it's actually good. The end of the week was a roller coaster, just, mentally things going on. Coming to another end of a week here and not being where I want to be. And so I'm just like, "Ugh." So it was a week. But then one of my sisters in this sisterhood on this chain of change that I'm trying to be a part of. I'm trying to be a link in that chain. My sister told me that you just got to say, not now, not now. And so I'm carrying that. You know what I mean? Not now, not now to laying around and being sad, not now to, getting caught up so in the moment that you can't see anything else. Not now to, just seeing the negative and not realizing all the blessings that are still going on around you. So I was just like, not now, not now. I lived out that this weekend, but I went with my twin and my mom, and we had lunch, and that was a lot of fun. And then we went and my mom did some shopping, and I was like, oh, I'm always with that. I'm always with that. I definitely need a little retail therapy. So, um, and it doesn't even have to be big. It's just sometimes you're just like, oh, I just needed something, something I love. But I did that. Then yesterday, my bestie was like, you know what? Let's do a barbecue with the kids. But then my oldest got sick. Um, my oldest got sick. Um, my youngest came, and my daughter had to work. But my youngest came, but my nephew surprised me and popped up, and I really, really enjoyed that. And so this weekend, I really saw the flowers. The flowers. And so when you see the flowers, it doesn't mean they're the only flowers. You just gotta enjoy them. So I really enjoyed that. And then I came back, and that's really about it. I went to bed after that. I guess I'm getting at it. But I went to bed after that, and that was really it. That was my weekend. But lots of food and love. My buddy, she made masticholi. I had went the day before and we prepped everything, but she did it because she wants to get better and better at grilling, and so she's just been grilling more. So this was her big grilling where she just did a lot of food. So it was nice. I really enjoyed myself. And it was small and intimate because sometimes, one thing is I'm never gonna be like anxious because I'm with people. Sometimes the way my anxiety works is because it's a lot of different energies in the room, and so sometimes in big crowds it gets me because it's a lot of energy, different energies. You know what I mean? Just a lot going on, so it brings me to a place, makes me a little anxious. So sometimes I'm like, big concerts. I love the artist, but nah, not me. So I really enjoyed myself. I did food, fun, laughter, family. It was a good weekend. So you grab the moments. When something's bad or something's not good or something goes wrong, we can sit in that forever. We can talk about that for weeks, months, years. But when something's good, we sometimes don't even mention it. We don't even talk about it. And it's like, wait a minute, why aren't we dancing in that moment? Why aren't we celebrating that moment? You know? So that was my weekend thus far. I can't really say I have any plans for today other than to wash. That's my real plan. I want to wash. I want to just chillax. That's it. We'll see about tomorrow. Uh, but I've never been one, I guess, once I started calling myself staying out the way on big holidays. I already know, like, oh, too many people, traffic's bagged up, and traffic bagged up, and 65% of the people are inebriated and whatever you want to call it, a little bit blow, I don't know, but the turn up be real. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm on today, so I know I want to watch today. So that's something I'm definitely gonna do. And chillax. So let me see how everybody's thing is going. Oh, that is so good. Your husband. Hey, my Marianne. Well, that's good, Susan. Every day, progress is a process. So, we'd love for it to, be as quick as, and sometimes it's just like one day it just gets a little better where it's not all the way better, but it just doesn't need as much help. And sometimes that's just, it's just about the healing. But I noticed one thing with healing, like for anyone, when they're sick, when they're dealing with a lot on their mind and everything else, it's the love and strength that'll hold them. And some will think, oh, it's not holding them enough because you're deciding how much holding needs to be done, but it'll hold them. It definitely will. It definitely will. And sometimes they don't even know it at the moment it is, but it is. So that love, it'll heal them too. That extra love and care and that, that moment when they, whatever, feeling ashamed or embarrassed because of, needing so much help, whatever it is, it's that love. Is that just knowing like, oh, please, please. Not only is it that I'm doing it because I know you would do it for me, even if you wouldn't, I couldn't see myself doing anything else. That's when you know it's really from the heart. If it's only because you would do it for me, maybe they're not built like that. You know what I mean? Maybe they couldn't. Maybe the thought of you being down would break them so much they wouldn't even know how to move around and help, though they would want to. So you never know. So that's why I always say it's just the thought that somebody would. It's just that's love. That's love. That's the truth. The power of love. The power of love. I've been hearing a lot because I've been in and off of social media, listening. But when I stay out the way, like I told y'all earlier, nothing I'm saying I either haven't said before or I won't say. I told you sometimes when I'm out the way or I'm detoxing from just any other thing, any other noises, I may come in and out of YouTube, but I won't even comment. But it doesn't mean I'm not watching or anything. But then I'll come back. But sometimes my mind just has to be a little clear. It clears itself from everything, the phone, social media, you know. But I try not to isolate too much because that sometimes isn't always good. You just have to know when to pull yourself back and you know what I mean? And breathe and breathe and breathe. And that's what I have to do sometimes. So but yeah, I was seeing a lot about Paul and his son missing, and I really hope the safe return of his son. And I do understand that in many missing cases of children, it is a custody battle. It is a parent who, the courts have decided that you are unfit, and in their mind, they think that I'm losing to never get back. But making decisions like this could cause that when really sometimes just complying and doing what you have to do is how you can get them back. Like if you really want to do it, you have to do that because I do agree. I was watching Amber earlier. I do agree that uh, the foster system is no walk in the park because it's a gamble. It's a shoot of the dice of where you're going. And I sometimes I used to think a few years back when adoption and the foster care system was just so full that so many kids were being missed out. I used to think, wow, there's so many people trying to get kids who can't, from the in adoption at this time. And there's so many kids who need that real love. And then there's so many people who want to give that real love and it's being denied. And then there's people who just want to count them as a check. And so you never know. But that doesn't mean that every person out there is a bad one. There are many good ones. There are many good ones out there. But just that type of gamble of kids having to shoot that craps that early. You know what I mean? Take a chance on what it's gonna be is sad. So I pray more than anything, and I pray that all the noise doesn't make you so sad. Because sometimes when we react scared, we make dumb decisions. So I just pray for the safe return of this child. I really do. I really do. And by safe, I mean that he is accounted for, he is seen, he is, you know what I mean, checked, he is under a roof. And like I said, I'm not here to say who's good, who's bad. I'm just here to say I pray that that child is safely returned. That's it. That's it. And if he's loved so much that he couldn't be lived without, then he needs to be loved so much that he is put in the hands of where he is supposed to be right now. Not to say if it's where he belongs or what's best, it's just where he's supposed to be. If the state has custody, if the state has that, then that's what you have to do. And then you fight for your child back by doing whatever you have to do to come into compliance. Because in reality, no matter what state you are, if you were not, physically harming, if you comply, they want to give you your child back. So it's not another child in the system. They want the parents who laid down and had the fun fucking party to make the child take care of the child. They want that. They want that. That's it. So I mean, I just pray for the safe return of that child. That's it. If there was anything I could say for that, because all I think of is that. And I'm sure as a parent, he's running around thinking this is my child and no one can take him from me. And I have to do this, but I have to do what's right for that child too. I do. I do. And maybe if you turn them in, then the things you need help or they think you need help with, they can give you those things. The classes, whatever it is. Don't know. Don't know you. And even if you were never on 90 Days, even if you were never on any of these shows, when I hear about a child and they're on the run, I don't care who it's with, and they're abducted or we get an Amber Alert or anything, I always think, is the child scared or does the child have no clue what's going on? So to them, it'll be like ripping them away. And if we want the best interest of the child, then we got to make sure that they safe, that they're not scared, that 10 years from now, they're not looking at something from the eyes of a little kid and not really understanding it. So I just pray for the safe return of that child. I really do. I really do. That's what I do. I don't want to get caught in nothing else but that. That's my prayers. That's my prayers. Because no matter what his parents are, hopefully him, his brother, they can grow up to be better. That's the next chance. You know what I mean? They break the chains. I'm trying to make a chain of change, but we got to break the chains. You know those chains that are holding your family down? Those generational curses that we living in, the ones we ran from, the ones we swore we'd never be. That's what we got to break. That is what we got to break. Hold on, y'all. Know I don't like to get all up in the camera. Let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Rock. Hey, Brian. Oh, I am behind. There we go. Oh, I swear. I feel like I always have fat fingers. But then the next 1 minute, I'm like, oh, my fingers so fat. I think it's the size of these keyboards, though, also. On especially when you're typing on your phone. Ugh, they make me sick. They make me sick. Oh, hold on, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, nothing happened. I opened up this tuna package and the crackers on it. I don't know what he's barking at. But yeah, I always think that when I'm typing, because it's always that letter next to it that I type. That's why I don't like to type fast either, because then I'm definitely doing the whole hit the wrong letter, change the whole word. I'm really doing that. Whose name like yours? I'm so lost in this conversation. Oh, Susan has no channel. I know if you did, it'd be a channel apiece. Yeah, I'm like, I don't get it. And then I know you can like make your keyboard bigger, but I don't really feel like I need to make my keyboard bigger. I never did that, but I probably do to see it better. Then I wouldn't have to pull it so close. That's why whenever I see anyone with their phone up in their face, I'm like, oh, it's someone who has vision problems, because I know mine don't have to be real close. Like, oh, you're trying to read all that. And my eyes are like, oh, I wish the words were bigger. Um, somebody's playing for Anthony. But yeah, no, I mean, no, thank you. Let them mind their business. And you mind? He is so nosy, y'all. He is so nosy. And I swear, I kid y'all not. I feel like if I'm not live, he's not as nosy. It's like he said, wait a minute. Did somebody say action? You know what? I've never thought I'd say this, but sorry, I'm not reading the comments now, so I can turn it back on. I never thought I'd say this, but I can't wait to have glasses again. I really can. I really can. I remember being young. I probably was in about third grade when I failed my vision test. And, the schools used to have these little vision hearing tests. And I failed my vision test. So then we had to go in and, do a better vision test than I guess the ones they give you at school. And when I did, I had to get glasses, and I was so sad. I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna call me Four Eyes, and really, because that's how I looked at glasses. I didn't think about like, oh, you'll see better. And then when you first start wearing glasses and you haven't, it makes your head hurt. You know what I mean? And then, it leaves these marks on your nose. I was just like, I just don't like glasses. And so then when I got in contacts, I was a lazy contact wearer. So I would leave them on, sleep in them, like they were my eyes. Because it felt good to not have glasses on. But then that was a bad, that was a bad thing. Got pink eye in my eye once. Uh, those contacts, it makes my eyes hurt thinking about it. Oh, I didn't get a napkin. Oh, my eye. Hold on, some people are arguing in my hallway. Okay, I just didn't want it wasn't no deep argument or anything, but I didn't want meet on the bar. And I had this feeling, I'm like, oh, my eye is bothering me. He's gonna start barking instantly, just because, like, oh, you can't see, so you can't push mute. But yeah, oh, that got me off guard. I think it's because I had that window open, that light's coming sideways. That just caught me off guard because my eye hasn't been bothering me today at all. Hmm. See, struggle. The struggles are real. The struggles are real. That's why even if somebody tell me about their eye, but usually outside of AT2, and I remember AT2 telling me this last year. I mean, when I had first got my eye done, one day I came up and I had a patch on my eye. I still had like hospital patch on my eye. And I was saying, like, oh, I just had the surgery. And he had told me that he had, the keratosoma in his eye. And he had the cornea surgery. But most people I meet with like a cornea transplant, they have had, like, they were in a car accident and something went into their eye. They damaged the eye, a fall, something hitting the eye, injury like that to the eye, and I was like, "Ooh, that makes my eye hurt. It makes my eye jump thinking about that happening to my don't get me started. Hold on, see, when it's far away, I'm like, wait, someone might be saying something important. Let's see. Oh, I don't know, did we? Marianne. But yeah, so I know that eye is nothing to play with, and it is so bad. I told you all, who it'll put you in a depression, even especially when you're young. We all are young. I don't care if you're 45, 55, 65, you're young. And if you're up and moving and active and taking care of you, even young, you young mind, body, and soul then. But especially when you're young, the thought of not being able to sing, when problems happen with your eye. I was telling Susan the other day, like there are times when I come outside and just the readjustment to the light in a different light, sometimes my eye rejects that light. So even when I pull my sunglasses down, I can't open my eye. And if I open it, sometimes it's really blurry, but sometimes I open and it's just so teary, it just keeps tearing up. So when that happens, sometimes I feel like, oh my goodness, I can't see. When I didn't have peripheral vision on this side for 8 months, until to me right now, it feels off. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's because I'm watching myself on the screen, so it makes me not pay attention to this, but it always just seems a little off. But when that was going on, oh, it was scary. It was scary when I was taking lots of steroids, to get this eye to try to connect with this, get my body to stop rejecting the cornea. And it still has moments where it starts pushing it back to rejecting. And that's one of the reasons why my stitches just can't get removed all the way at once, because my doctor is so afraid that if you completely take them out and it pulls rejection, it's going to push it back so much that I will have to do the surgery. Y'all. So I trust that we haven't made it this far to do a surgery in that eye again. I mean, just a thought. So like I said, when people get talk about that eye, I'm like, oh, I understand, I overstand. I'm with the stand. I'm with you. But also, today is Sunday, guys. So it is truly our pajama Jimmy Jam day. So we have to have some fun. So we have to make sure that one of our lives before we do our last live together, where we talk and give some positive energy, some love, some good vibes, some healing vibes, some good things to each other, just to get ready to tackle this week. You know what I mean? Just something, a mode, some knowing somewhere I walked in a room and I got some energy to try to prepare me for this week. That's it. That's more than most. That's more than most. Hey, Dana, hey, sis. Hey, Samantha, hey, sis. See, I don't want to miss anybody now. Look now. Hey, Tammy, hey, sis. Look at this. Look at these, my eyes. Y'all know it. And I had to go live on the phone today. The internet was acting up in here. And I could have stalled with it, but I'm like, oh, I'm already late. And I don't like being late. I used to be like, oh, I'm on CP time. I'm on CP time. And honestly, that meant colored people time. I'm like, really? Are we always late? You know what I mean? Because I know some blacks that be nothing but on time. You know what I mean? They be early. You be like, well, the job started at 6. You here at 4:30. They say, well, I just wanted to make sure in case somebody, wasn't there earlier and we had some extra stuff to do. I said, well. So then I realized late is really on you. I know late people. I know people who start getting ready when it's time to be there. So if you tell them to be there at 2, they started getting dressed at 1:30. They started showering. They shit showered and shaved at 1:45. You said, now who does this if you have to be there at 2? They always got to come in and make an appearance. They just we all got the friend or family member, or you might be the person. We all got that person that you got to give a different time. You got to give them the time you want them there. So you got to be like, oh, okay, the event start at let's see, if the event start at 6, you got to tell these people the event start at 12. This is the only way you might get them in the door by 6. You might get them still at 7 o'clock, and you think, still, how they that late? How they walking up in? They'll walk in like the party was supposed to wait. They'll come in late and say stuff like, "Oh, the food gone? Such and such left already? Yeah, they left. Yeah, they left. You hours late." But everybody know a late person. Some people just slow, because some people procrastinate. If I get to rushing and when you put me on time schedules, sometimes I get anxious. I'm like, oh man, hold on, somebody walked. That's like a child, this dog. But some people just late. Some people just late. So I was like, well, let me stop being late. Let me stop being late. Now, when it comes to work, I'm never late because I want to hurry up, clock in, and get up out of there. I don't know about you. It's just work to me. I didn't walk in whistling in the wind. I didn't, you know what I mean? But I just want to get it. Come here, then. I'm the type riding to work, looking at the other side of the expressway, thinking, I can't wait to be riding on that side home. That's how I'm riding to work. Just riding to, oh man, I can't wait to be on the other side. I can't. I can't. I'm the type at work when everybody getting off. Like if you get off at 5, people getting off at 2. I'm thinking, that mean I got 3 more hours, and I can enjoy the job. But see, you got me on the clock, so all I'm waiting for is it to clock out because I need to get off this clock. Excuse me, Julie Face. Could you go, Ning? What are you doing? Go. No, no, there's nobody out there for you. They were walking down the hallway. They were laughing. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. People can laugh. They can laugh. Just trying to keep it simple with this child. But yeah, so I used to be one of those people who was always like, what y'all down there saying? Let me say. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, Dana, I clock in and some people clock in. I mean, they whistling through the parking lot. And I'm just thinking to myself, we could come in here and feed the hungry. And I'm excited about that, but I'm still not whistling through this parking lot. Because unlike some people, I done truly volunteer. You know how some people volunteer but still want something? They volunteer, but they still have this list of things they need. Like, oh, I ran almost $10 worth of gas out my car getting here. Oh, I sure am hungry. We've been doing all this work. I mean, at least we could get fed. So I'm the only person doing this job. There's not other people. Like it's volunteer work. Marianne, you already know Nina a mess. He said, how dare those people walk? Are they laughing? Are they laughing? How dare? Thank you, Samantha. I promise you, y'all are mine. Y'all are mine. Even when I was enjoying myself yesterday, like I said, I went over to my besties. I got there about 12:31. And she was just going. I was there with her. We laughed, we talked, we joked. You know what I mean? Made these little blueberry drinks. Like I said, we were just chilling, laughing, having a good time. And I just said, you know what? I'm not even gonna interrupt the moment. Like sometimes we'll be all in our phone. I know I do. I'm all in my phone, and I think sometimes when I'm in it, like this has to really look to the person I'm talking to, like I am paying no attention, but I am paying attention, but I'm not giving them my attention. And so sometimes I think we have to separate. We get on the kids about it. You'll be talking to a kid, you go, "Oh, excuse me, are you texting while I'm talking? Are you searching Google while I'm talking? Are you checking Snapchat while I'm talking?" But we do it. We live in that world. But we'll be checking the email, working, watching YouTube, responding to responding to IG DMs, all at one time. I've been guilty. I don't know. I don't know about nobody else. Maybe we should have a have I ever the the interweb. Okay, no problem, Susan. No problem. No problem. But yeah, guys, like I said, so it was a good weekend. Like I said, my nephew ended up coming, and I didn't know he was gonna come, and I was so happy to see him. And I hadn't seen him in a year because, I was gone 10 months, and then I came back, and I've really been, I haven't been moving around with all like every visit I should do. You know what I mean? Because I'd have too many, and I haven't. You know what I mean? Charge it to my mind, not my heart. Uh, but seeing him yesterday really gave me energy. It gave me love and happiness, and it really charged me up. It really did. It really did. It gave me such a good feeling. So that is my blood nephew. Because I have a lot of nephews around here. I call all the children my nephews because if they're in my children's age, not only could they be my children, they could be my nephew, but they're part of my children's life. So I put a love on them and a name on them that let them know that I treat you and look at you like family because you want you with my family. Oh yeah, Tammy. I mean, it gave me such energy. It gave me such energy. In life, when I was in my bad, when I was in my dark, when I was in my anger, because that's what to me is my bad. My bad is not just the actions of what we done in life. My bad is when I was beating myself up, when I was so mad I couldn't see, when I wanted to hurt people because I was hurt, because I was so hurt. But when I was in that, you didn't even appreciate these great moments. And then what would happen was you would lose somebody or something, or things would get so messed up, and all you thought about was, oh, I wish I could have that moment where we did this. I wish I had this moment. And all these moments that you weren't even appreciating before became the moments that were just so special. So bump that, y'all. Bump that. Marianne, I ain't even used it yet. I haven't used it yet. Today is Sunday. I guess I'm being good. I'm being good. So that means I might only use it once because it is Sunday. But I'm like, bump that. I'm going to enjoy these moments right now while I'm in them. While I'm in them, I'm going to enjoy them. And when I enjoy them, man, I could feel them. Oh, I can feel them because we'll grab into that dark shit. Oh, we'll be deep in it. Oh, I can't believe they said that. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe that went wrong. We'll live in it. Something go good, we'll barely talk about it. Oh yeah, my family member I hadn't seen in 10 years came by today. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, that's how you tell the story. Yeah, it was good. We had fun. We laughed, I guess, for a little. You laugh, you guess. But when I was dark, that's how I took a good moment. I tell you just like that. That's how I'd explain. Like, yeah, today was a great day. My grandma made, Chicken and dumplings, one of my favorites, and I was like, yeah, that was cool. Ain't that how your teenagers do you too? Be like, yeah, my mama just took me to Mars. I mean, she could have took me to Jupiter, but she decided on Mars, you know. It's where she wanted to go since she was a kid. You be like that. Oh yeah. I have a mentality that says once I see someone do it, I feel I can do it. Now, I can't reach down in my pants and have privates of a man and this connect to my body. It's some things I can't do, but anything you can physically do, because somebody always, well, you can't do this, you can't grab your privates and hold them in peace. I sure can. I could, but I'd be peeing on my hand. But to me, man or woman, if you show me you can do something, it means I could too, because there's nothing made in you that's not made in me. But the ability to do it or the ability to try. Because some of us won't try because we're scared to fail. Some of us don't realize that the L's is what's gonna teach you how to win. And I'm talking about win for good. I don't just want to win some old stank ass trophy that I don't even appreciate. That I don't even want to appreciate. I want to win some peace. I want to win some, even when something's going on that before might have got me, it doesn't get me, but it makes me understand how it got me before. Those type of things, shoot, them the victories I want, them the trophies I'm winning right now. I'm winning a trophy of learning where my place is, what I can control and what I cannot control. I'm learning my place in the it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. Of the fucked up shit I have done. That's what those them the trophies I get when I see me and I say, oh, I didn't even look at it that way. But and then I don't feel good about it. And I say, you know what? I just won't do that no more. I don't say it like I used to and be like, oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh, they'll never love you again because you did that. People gonna love me as much as I love myself because I see when I look back on some of my darkest places, I was searching for love and I didn't even love myself. So really, all I was searching for, well, I was searching for love, but I was looking for it to look like what I saw how I loved myself, and I didn't. So I kept bringing things in my life that loved me just how I loved myself. I questioned my own self. I questioned who I am. Like, man, who you supposed to be? Maybe you aren't supposed to make shows. Maybe nobody will ever listen to you. Maybe because you got a GED, that's why you know what? No matter how far you got close to graduating, you didn't. Maybe because and so it's just a beat down. And now I'm not surprised that you find yourself around people that help beat you down. Because you was looking for some co-signing to what you was thinking. I know that may sound crazy, but I learned that about myself. I can't tell you what you're gonna learn about yourself. Because see, one good thing about yourself, you know everything. Meaning you know everything that hurts you, everything that bothers you, everything you done, everything that's been done to you. You know it. So when I started working on that person, me, yeah, yeah, please, I'm telling you. I'm searching for love. I'm telling people I gotta get in a relationship. I gotta do this. And then wait, here go the bad part, y'all. Here go the kicker. I'd be saying stuff like, man, I gotta find somebody who like this, and they need to be like that, and they need to be the nerve, the nerve. It's some men and women doing that right now. They got this long laundry list of what you got to be with them, what they taking, what they not taking. You know what I mean? What you could do, what you better look like, what you better be in life, what you better never had done before. How dare? Because here's the thing: you could get whatever you want, but it gotta want what you come with on its list. You gotta remember that. So you can't be telling somebody she gotta have. I mean, he gotta have a 6-figure job, and you don't even know what a 6-figure job mean. You don't even you know what I mean? You'll say he gotta have a 6-figure job, and I'll say, well, how much you want him to make? And you'll say 50,000, and I'll say, well, first of all, he gonna have to get into the 6 figures first. You don't even know what you want out of somebody. A man will say, man, she got to be pretty, and she couldn't have been with too many people. I wanted to only been with one or two. No kids, no stretch marks. This, that, this, and that. And his hair doesn't even fully grow on his head. So who's to say that's what she? Hold on. It's like he waited, y'all. I promise y'all. No, thank you, sir. Nee, come here. Come here, sir. Can we talk? Can we talk? You know, you like the kid when the parent get on the telephone. Hmm. And the next thing I know, you done put your whole head into a bucket and it's stuck. You that kid? You that kid? Yes, he's that kid. Hold on. It ain't easy being me. It ain't easy being me. Me got to bark at nothing. You know that already. He said, hold on, are you live? Are you live? Let's close his window because he's decided to think in case somebody was getting ready to walk past it, he wanted to let them know that he was going to have a good bark party with them. So, anyway, what was I talking about before I was so rudely interrupted you? I was just learning myself and learning like I was, even when I was talking to my nephew yesterday, I was saying, it everybody goes through this phase where sometimes you'll say to yourself like, oh, I just feel like nobody wants me, or people just want to do me wrong, or I'm not good enough, or anything else. But then later you can look back and see how at that point, because you believe that, you were bringing that out. Were you going anywhere to meet anyone? Were you actually, opening yourself to talking to anyone new? Were you even going outside and representing yourself like you were looking for somebody? And I would even tell myself, well, you know what, they just have to catch me in my natural. And I prefer that somebody like me in my natural than, you know what I mean, than when I'm all made up. Your natural is not you doing nothing with yourself. Your natural is not walking with your head down. Your natural is not walking with a frown from the pain that some other man caused you. When the truth of the matter is, if that son of a bee is out of your life, then you're winning. And to the men, if some woman dragged you and did you wrong and did all this, if they're not with you, and if us is not how we speaking and we is not how we speaking no more, then I'm winning. I'm winning my life back. I'm winning a chance to let somebody in my life that really counts, rather than being still in something that leaves me unable to get into anything else. Not anything else good, because I'm still in this toxic relationship. So yeah, please. Hey, Trick Mama. Oh, Dino is always ready. He is ready to go and going nowhere fast. He just boxing. He say, "Wait a minute, I just have to." Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm just into merch, man. Hey, King, how you doing? But yeah, so you have to. Some people will be, oh, I want a woman that cook clean. I want a woman that cook clean, takes care of the house, caters to me, does this, does that, good in the bedroom, does this, does that. They done gave this whole laundry list. Okay, King, but what you willing to bring to the castle? Let me guess, just you and your pole? Oh, okay. Okay. You know what I mean? Like and then for us, I want a king, and he needs to do this. He needs to make money. He needs to know how to be a man. Needs to know how to build, and he needs to know how to do work and lay pipe. And he gotta have a this, and he gotta have a that, and he had to have been around the block, and he had to have done this. He gotta know that. And he gotta love his mother, and he gotta do all that. And what you willing to bring to the table, Queen? Huh? Just you and your snatch? Okay. You're gonna need to bring some more. And so it go both ways to me. You have to bring what you want. And like I said, when people trying to say, what is Danny doing? I'm showing you how to love me. I'm loving you in the way I want to be loved. I'm giving out what I'm asking for, and I'm being who I say I am. Like I said, when I tell you I'm a free thinker, I am a free thinker. I don't follow the crowd, follow the fad. And that don't mean that sometimes what the crowd is saying is not what I agree with. It just means that I don't follow, I just don't. I literally beat to the tune of my own drum. Oh God, now this man singing down the hallway. I know Nino gonna bark when he get closer, because I mean he is letting it blow. I mean, is Elton John in the building? I mean, because he is out there lying. Oh yeah, I mean some people got so many requirements. I'm like, dang, did somebody try to put this on you? And you you know what I want? I want to be loved the right way. I want somebody that I can communicate with. I want somebody that our opposites attract. That you know what I mean? That we aren't the same. We are different because we come together to make a one. I want somebody who is ready to love in the same way that I am, and that I don't have to write a book out to them or a manual. They're ready just like I am, and it'll flow. And we'll, you know what I mean? Because I know one thing about a relationship: no two people are the same, and sometimes you compromise because that's what you do for love. So it's not that I sit up and tell my man every time a baseball game, which I don't dislike baseball, but if I did, I wouldn't every time one came on, I know he loved it, be like, oh, I hate baseball. Oh my God, it's so boring. I might put on his team's T-shirt that day because I know he's excited about the game, even if I'm not there to sit and watch it. I'm supporting, and it's just saying that I'm a part of you. That's just an example to me. Like when I think of the things of love, I think about a man just looking over at you for no apparent reason, and when you ask him why, he just tells you it's like how beautiful you are to him, and like means it for no reason or how much he loves or appreciates you. Like those are moments to me that are like priceless. Those are things of love to me, and I don't know. And that don't mean I just wanna. Oh, you can. I wasn't even attracted to him, but it could happen. But really, the inside is what I'm looking for it to be whole, for it to know its worth. It has to see that its life brought it to who it was, and be in that place, not be down in himself and beating up on himself because then when he's trying to protect himself, sometimes he's going to protect it from things that love him because he's too scared really just to lose them. So I don't want to do that. I don't want some dude who just found out that he actually was attracted to the world and now I don't. I don't. I don't. It's all the women who be like, all these women always looking at my man, and I know this. Like, girl, stop being insecure about that. You should want something that everybody want to look at. And then you know what's better is if you have something everybody want to look at, but all he see is you. Now keep it moving. Now see, that's a strength, honey. You walk, baby. You better walk, baby. And to all the men, hey, people looking at your woman, calm down. Are they reaching out and grabbing her privates? No, because if they are, then you say something. But otherwise, you should want to. You should want to walk around, and you know what I mean. And you know what you know? The only place she want to be is with you. She don't even see that. She don't even see that because all she see is you. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all better keep on moving. Y'all better stop getting into this stuff. That you insecurities come because you're scared that you're not enough. You feel that you're not enough. You feel that is better than you. So of course they're gonna go for that. But I mean, dang. If your mate is only trying to cash up, get up out of that because definitely is always something better. It's always something better. I'm sure if I caught the first fish when I went fishing, they just got up. Let me get up out of here. I got the best catch of the day. I'm sure it's something better. But you know what? You know why that fish got on my line? Because it was for me. That's how I ended up on my line. I ain't never laying around with some man in the bed going through his phone wondering what other chicks he was laying in the bed. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, he laying in the bed with me right now. I'm not gonna waste my time with him to be worrying about what he was doing with you when I was in my bed laying down getting me some sleep. I don't give a. And if I don't trust a man enough that I'm going through your phone, I don't want to be with you. I'm telling you, another thing I said I could never do in a relationship anymore is lose me trying to make somebody happy. You know how sometimes you just like, well, you know what? I'm gonna just change this about me because they don't like this. Oh, you know what? He don't like short hair, so I'm gonna stay with long hair. Oh, you know what? He don't like weave. I'm not gonna wear weave. Oh, you know what? He don't really like makeup, so I'm not gonna wear makeup. Though I know I wear makeup, you go, I don't wear it. I'm just saying, just examples of things we have to go through. Oh, you don't like that color in your hair, so I'm never gonna put that color in my hair. You can go, I love how that color looks on me. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, he don't like your friend. You're not gonna be friends with him. Oh, you know what I mean? He don't really like the way you cook it, so I'm gonna learn how to cook it the way he like it, even though the way he like it is kind of nasty. You know, there's no compromise in here because what you do is you start compromising yourself, and then you lose yourself, and then one day you going off on somebody about how they don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are, and that's why it's hurting you now because you finally realize that you don't know who you are. So, so you sleeping with the enemy, all right, yourself. You done lay right down in the bed with yourself and you done turned on you. You done turned on what you said you wasn't gonna do no more. Please, please, ladies, never tell a man you gonna do something you not gonna do. You ever cheat on me, I'm leaving. You know, cheat on you 452,000 times, but you gonna go tell everybody that, well, you don't know it for a fact because it's not like you saw him in the act. Oh my God. If that's all I'm missing from catching them, honey, then count me out. Count me out because I don't need it. I got enough visuals in my head, honey. I'm a woman. If you think you're gonna cheat on a woman and she's not visualizing you having the best, I mean, if they could have made a movie off the night y'all had, then she's thinking about what you do to her and picturing you. Come on, please. I don't need a real visual now. I don't need it. Yes, Dana, but I've done it, sis. Sis, please, please, let me turn this camera back on because I gotta read the comments too, so I don't be too close. Look at me. Look how close I am. Please, sis, I done it. I done lost myself, my whole self. Lost myself to a point where it was pieces of me I didn't even realize I lost until one day I did it and it hit you like, oh my God, I remember how I used to do that or I used to have fun there. I used to like that. Been there, done that. Yeah, yeah. Because I lost part of me, and I hate to say this because they'd have to, be reborn because they died. They died. I don't even know how to find them. I don't know how to get them back. So yeah, just lost parts of you. There'll never be. I tell people there'll never be a place where I don't have a piece of a guard up, and I hate to say that. And I don't know if the guard is just guarding that part of me until I can figure out a way to, I don't know, replan it. I don't know. I haven't hit that chapter of life yet. But yeah, we live and we learn. We better. We better learn, or it's bound to keep happening again. Anytime something happened to me over and over again, I got to a point like asking myself, like, what am I not getting? What is it I don't get? I want to just get it so I can. And even when I say that, I still couldn't get it. I just want to get it so I can not have this happen again. Then once I got it, not only could it no longer be something I let happen, I started wondering how did I even allow it to happen in the first place. When did I get to this space where I allowed this to go on for so long and not realizing that I was the key to a big part of stopping it? Please. It's easy to blame everybody else, but then I'm also looking for answers that I'm never gonna get, because even when they go ahead and acknowledge their part, whatever, leave Earth, whatever it is they do, I still have a bunch of questions, and I still have a bunch of reactions that came from my actions, from hurting from this thing, that came from my, you know what I mean? So I still gotta be held accountable for myself. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Emma. Those certain guards, some like, man, I've learned, if you've ever been like, your innocence been taken, or you've been violated in a way. I'm a person that you can go to touch me, you somebody safe, and I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna react, and that's so hard to, I've tried so many ways to be like, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Don't mean you in danger at all. So it's all a process. I mean, sometimes we build so many things up that we take a whole bunch of it off, and it's a big relief. But then we look and realize, oh, I still got 65 more walls up. I thought I had dug myself out of this, you know, these barricades. But see, what we also realize about all these walls that we have up is that, man, I'm sorry we had to feel so unsafe that we had to barricade ourselves in. I barricaded myself into a place that, wow, when I think about it that way, when I realize there's still so many walls, I'm like, man, it got this way and nobody saw these walls being built. Nobody noticed you know what I mean? I had steel walls, brick walls. I got some made of sticks. When I first started, I had the little walls, cheap walls. I was barricading myself with cheap stuff. Boy, I got a little bit older, it got a little deeper. These walls, I was like, oh no, these are all steel. These are all steel walls. You cannot, nope, nope, this is not the Berlin Wall. You will not tear it down. This is not the Women of Brewster place. You will not tear it down because it's not made of brick. Because I got some brick wall in there too. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, but I had to power my pain because my pain has overpowered me for way too long. It has overpowered me. I mean, where you sitting some days and you like, oh, it won. You ever said that? Like you think the people, the things that hurt you or bother you, like they won, they winning, they winning. The only reason I think they winning is because I lost myself, I lost, believing, I lost my dreams, I lost all that. But damn it, you know what? It's time for them to get found. It's time for them to get found. I'm gonna find the new me that was built not behind the wall. You know what I mean? But I'm strong. But taking all the stuff I got from the things I built in my wall and making me stronger. So there is no wall. This is exactly what it is. And it's parts of me that they are, like I said about that wall, though, they are strong. They are made of concrete. They are made of steel. It's parts of me that be that way. But I will no longer let it be what defeat me, what hurts me, what makes me feel that I was wrong, what makes me feel that I deserve or I don't deserve, that make me feel that I won't be. You know what I'm saying? Daddy can't be no more. Daddy can't be no more. And I hope that somebody else can feel that for themselves too. That you didn't deserve it. That you are better. That you aren't bad because of that. That you aren't worthless. You know what I mean? And that's anybody feeling like that, and whatever makes you feel like that. I want us to empower each other. Why is that wrong? Like, where is that wrong, man? Where is that? We seeing pain everywhere and think, damn, y'all, like, some of us are just in pain. So even when we see it everywhere, we don't feel like it's nothing because it's like, well, the world ain't nothing but pain. This is what it did to me. So I don't see nothing better. I'm not surprised. I'm not da da da. You're right. But in that pain, there's some good things too. So I'm gonna try to grab a hold of them for a second. Shoot. I want to see the joy out of them. When you're sitting around here saying how terrible the world is, when you look in the eyes of your children or look in the eyes of these babies, do you want that for them? So if the world is messed up, then you better make some peace at home so that at least they can have a safe haven somewhere. Shoot, like if that's bad, then oh, y'all, let's be bad. I want to be real bad. I want to be bad than a. Oh, I almost said it, Mary. I almost said it than a mofo. I want to be that bad. But it's Sunday. So I'm be good. I mean, good on the F bombs. But come Monday morning, yeah, please. I know about losing yourself. Yeah, I know about having so many pair of shoes. I was having shoe contests with people to see who had the most shoes, staying on the gear, staying G'd up, staying in that thing. It's like I really don't even care about none of that shit. I don't. I don't. Like even in my bummy it's gonna be designer, you know what I'm saying? Or something. But I don't even care about none of that. Like I don't care. I don't care. I don't. But you lose yourself. I remember when, please, you stay in Victoria's Secret getting smell good. You stay having the best bra sets and this type of stuff. And then you just got to a point where you were like, oh, I just don't care. Like, I don't care. And then even if you still out there getting your groove on, then you giving some half-ass loving anyway because you don't really care. So even if you putting your all is just to prove that somewhere I guess you did. But I've been there, done that. The clock was it has to it has to reset because if it didn't, boy, I'm telling you, I'd be in F bomb debt. I'd be in debt for the rest of my life with the F bomb. So I'm gonna have to make me a swear jar. I used to think when I was a kid, when I watch movies and they have a curse jar, I think, oh, I wish my mom would just do one. Because I swear, every time I got money for doing something with my grandparents, I would have been in that swear jar just using a reason to curse. I told you, I almost slipped up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It will be a reminder. Smell, touch, things you see, a song you hear. It can even be sometimes, I don't know about everybody, so I'm just going to say for me, it's been times where I might have been sitting with someone and we just kept talking about a certain time period. And if that's in that time period, my mind will start going into that time period. Because once again, remember, we've all lived our own life. So somebody could be saying, girl, I remember when you was 13, 14, you was so mad and always mad. And you just wanted to like punch walls and do this. And you always wanted to fight. And you was so mad. But I'll know what made me start being that man. And so it'll take me to that place. Or someone, you know what I mean? You never know what it could be. I just use that as an example for, not saying that's one for me, but sometimes things is a familiar. Just you get to talking about that era and so many things. But it's like, why doesn't the mind trigger us all the time to those happy places? So I'm trying to reset my mind. I'm trying to prove beyond doctors, beyond everyone else, That if I can grab the power to want to do something better for my mind, can I reprogram it like I reprogrammed it to destroy me, like I reprogrammed it to give up on me, like I said it when I said, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't born unhappy. And if it's mind over matter, if it's mind over matter, and my mind matters, hey, this time I'm gonna take it back. Because I do, you know how people say, man, if you had the way, would you give it to everybody? You damn Skippy. If I had a way for us to find a peace in our mind by learning what it was without having to go have thousands and thousands of dollars of therapy, without having to go, but we might have to do that still, or not having to just always, or even if on the medications that I need to take, can I see this clearly? And when I'm seeing it clearly, can I do this thing and it work for me? And it worked for me, but not just for me, it worked for you and your mind too. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Because doctors go to school, they do all this studying, and they see all these cases. But yet, I see the one thing that we still aren't getting no real understanding on it, because I don't think we're really hearing it from people, is this here mental health. And how some things came because it might have been, something going on inside of the brain or parts of the brain when you were born, or in, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's because of the lives we've had to live, and it's put us in all different parts because our brain is dealing with these traumas. So it's a lot of us screaming help, but don't even know what to ask for help for because we don't understand exactly what is it doing. I want to know. I want to know. Mm, yes, we all do. We all do. Because no one is perfect. I don't hold nobody to their flaws, and I'm not holding nobody to anything. But I'm holding you up when you're holding the best of you, when I know that whether I know or not, everybody been through something. And so if you can still show the best of you and be the best of you in that, shit, you part of the people I would call heroes. Because I know it's easy in pain to be bad. It's easy in pain to be mad, and it's easy in pain to be mean. That's easy. It's real hard in pain to be nice, to care. Because when you in pain, you'll be saying to yourself, why should I care when nobody care for me? Because in pain, the only thing you can see is you. So this is the first time I'm seeing myself in joy, in love, in happiness, and that's wrong. What world do we live in? You all help me. That's what support is supposed to be. Support is supposed to be felt through everybody. Everybody be saying the same thing. Man, coming through here gave me because it's helping us all. Hey, sound like a safe place. Sound like a safe place. Because if you walk in there, I felt like I was treated like shit. Say, wait, that was a safe place. Please, please. That's right. It's love in the room. It's respect in the room. See, one thing about love, like in loving yourself and loving myself, I'm gonna respect myself. In respecting myself, I'm gonna carry myself at a higher standard. Not because I'm better than nobody, because I know when I go on that low, I feel it like, oh, you stooped. Oh, they got you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I go into that mood like, you could have did better than that. You could not, they could have did better. I could have did better. They might not want better for them because they don't know better for them. I know better for me. I do better for me. I stand better for me. I ride better for me. Oh, here comes some kids. I know, I'm finna say, yeah, they didn't have a laugh party. Well, he might be nice, Okay. He thinking about it. Well, he said that little baby is laughing. Nino, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Don't you scare those kids barking because you inside there probably take off running. Good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, but I'm trying to figure out why they standing outside my door still talking. I guess they're moving around, children. Good boy, Bubba. But yeah, so, uh, mm, mm. But like I said, I already know. I know about losing yourself. hmm I know you'll lose yourself and you start thinking that your worth is the things that aren't your worth. But then sometimes you got to be like, okay, even if you were a woman, you go, oh, anybody that want to sleep with me or do that, but why isn't I can't have this? Well, first of all, then protect your jewel. If that's my value, then I'm gonna protect that until the rest of me realizes that the whole value is the whole package. It's the me. When I start loving me, I don't look at my body and think, oh my goodness, somebody's gonna think it's fat. I think I don't like what that's doing. I think, oh, I'm drinking too much beer and it's giving me a beer gut. I think, you know what, I gotta stop eating all this stuff. I think to do better for me. Because if I'm doing better for other people, one, I'm never gonna know what it is I really wanted because I'm too busy trying to fix me to their standards, and I'll never make them happy. That's what I've learned. I've never, self happiness, confidence comes from within, and you have to really mean it, and you have to believe it. Always, always, Emma. He be overprotected, but he knew those were kid sounds. He said, "Wait a minute, they not a threat." So he just gave them a riff. He said, "Riff." That's enough for those kids. And they were like, anyway, they was like, riff this anyway. But yeah, so you guys know because it's Sunday, I really try Sunday definitely to go twice because we know there'll be one early and there'll always be one in the evening, about 8:39, and that's the pajama jammy part, the last one of the day. But I also try to make sure that I put I try to, I should say, not make sure. I try to put one in of a have I ever or some kind of game or fun thing or, something like that in the middle because it's our fun day with each other. So I want to try to make sure when we get together, we have some fun. Yes, it comes from within. It does, within. And that's what we have to realize sometimes. They always say you can't judge a book by a cover, you can't judge a book by a cover. But we think we can look at people or get little clips or, little parts of them, a person, and know them. We don't because it's from within. All of it. So if it's bad coming out, it's coming from within. You didn't start it. You didn't make them mean. You didn't make this person messy. You didn't make them, you know what I'm saying? You didn't make them hate. You didn't end their world. You know, it started from within the all of it. All of it. When I was dark, it was coming from within. It was coming from inside out. It was the pain from inside. And it was growing so big that it blossomed outside of me. Some people still got the pain inside of them. And you think they so happy. You think they're so okay, or they're just so quiet, or they just so don't say anything. And it is growing on the inside and it's taking over. Yes, honey, I know. I know. But yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. I guess it's kind of, I don't know, it's about 90 today. But I definitely want to take Nino out again and go for a walk. Earlier, it got real hot, so we went out this morning early, and then we went back outside at like 11. I'm like, oh my goodness, it is burning up out here. But I figured if I take him over to the little dog park, at least there's some shade over there. So we can be outside, but he can be in the shade. But if he wants to walk in the heat, we will go, for a walk and then come back. Not too long, because I'm not going to wear him out. And I'll take my water bottle with me. But yeah, but probably take him for a walk or over to the dog park. get some shade, then do a walk when it's, when the sun goes down. Yes, blessings and peace to everyone, and I will see you all later. And I hope everybody's having a good Sunday and have a good lunch. I ate that little tuna, but I'm about to go and do lunch. So I'm probably gonna eat some of this barbecue for lunch and enjoy the yacht. But like I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take Nino out first because when I eat, you know how sometimes you eat, then you like, I want to sit back and chill, or I got the itis after I ate. I'm like, no, I'm gonna take him out first. But I should do it the opposite way. I should eat, then take him out, so then you're burning it off. But hey, look, right now I'm not dieting. Okay. So, guys, I will see you later. I'll probably do a live about 5 o'clock. I will let you guys know. Thank you so much, Susan and Emma. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Love you guys so much. Actually, today I was going to start something. I meant to start it on the 1st, but I've let the 1st go past me. So I'm definitely going to make it on the 3rd. On the 3rd of each month, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to my moderator. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Susan. You were the first moderator I started with, and you have been great. And I thought to myself, how can you ever have someone as good as Susan? And then I got Emma Lou. And Emma Lou, you are great. You are just, it's no, I'm not here comparison. I'm not putting nobody, no, it's really because you all are from your heart and you're real people and you're really there and you're really you're a chain. You are a link in the chain of change. And I appreciate that. And it's not because it's what Danny stands for. It's because that's what Emma Lou stands for. That's what Susan stands for. And so it shows. And I really appreciate you all. And I already know that I am sitting sitting at the table with my sisters whenever I come in and I see you all. And I feel that way with everyone, but I know with them that they are my moderators, and I really want to give them that. And I want to give them their flowers, and I really want to thank them. I want to thank them for being there. Sometimes with these bad eyes, I don't even read some of the comments while we're doing it, and I catch them later. I read them afterwards, and I always see that they're always giving love and being them. So they're not just giving it to me. That's who they are. So they're giving it to everybody. So I thank them for that. And I thank everyone for coming in here and showing respect and showing me respect by loving on each other and respecting on each other. And like I said, have a good one until we meet again. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I love you all. Thank you, queens. Thank you, kings. And I will see y'all later. Mm-mm-mm.